What's up, everybody? This is your girls, Carice
and Crystal,
aka
Millen Twins.
You guys are now tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. It's Friday, y'all.
It is Friday.
We made it.
Won't you do it?
You know, it's a little gloomy outside, but that's okay. As long as you're here, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
And I hope, and I hope you all were able to accomplish some of your goals this week. But if you did it, that's okay. You could continue to do it, and don't give up.
Don't give up. Thoughts
become things.
Did you
forget, girl?
Thoughts become
things. It was a stressful week for you.
It wasn't. It was an amazing week. Let me tell you what. I watched this movie, right?
Mm-hmm. What was the name of it?
What was the name of it?
What?
Napoli.
Happy ever?
Yes, but we watched it together.
We did.
How was it? Did you like it?
You know, I'm tired of watching movies with my sister, y'all. So if anybody out there,
we're doing blind dates.
You know, we're doing blind
dates. If you want to go on a blind date with Crease Millen Twin 2, make sure you DM Millen Twin 1.
You know what? But make sure you do a background, because let me tell you about this experience that I had.
Tell them.
I went on this blind date, right? Okay. And I had my good shoes on, my good 10-inch heels on. I was ready. Come on, God is sending me my husband.
Yes.
Oh, but I opened up that door.
And you opened that door. What happened?
He had a different plan for me.
He had a different plan.
My son was taller than this man.
Girl.
And I was like, Lord Jesus, really? I looked down. I was just like, oh, well, hello. How are you?
You're cute.
Are you a playmate for my son, or are we about to go on a date? Lord, so I was like, would I be offensive if I I'll be right back and come back with some gym shoes on?
I don't think so.
I know, because I kept them on, and I was just like, Lord Jesus.
How long did that date last?
For like an hour. Because I didn't feel good after 10 minutes. He's like, we're going out to eat. No, let's just have one drink.
You know what?
Or two.
So height matters.
It does, because when you open up that door and he got to bend down. Well, no, actually, he had to stand on his tippy toes to hold his arm up so I could walk under him.
His tippy toes.
Yeah, I was embarrassed. But, that's why I haven't been on a blind date since then. So we're going to pray about those blind dates.
If you want to go on a date with my twin sister, that's Millen Twin 2. DM Millen Twin
We'll pray about it. But go ahead. Let's talk about this movie that, we watched.
This movie was amazing.
It was, right?
It was. It actually showed me, because, I went natural. This is why I got these twists in my head, because I'm still praying about it. We both natural, right? And it pretty much shows you that it doesn't matter what you put in your hair, how it looks. You don't have to wear the weave. You don't have to have it straight to fit in, So she shaved her whole head off. Now, I'm not going that far,
right?
Because I ain't like it that short. But, it shows that it doesn't matter how your hair is. Don't put so much stress on your life because you're living around your hair.
But do you think because of the society that we live in, men look for these long weaves and... You know what? I had a lot of lashes.
Yeah, I had a lot of conversations with men, and a lot of them don't like it. They don't like it. But then I was kind of confused in the movie, because the man was telling her, you so perfect, this and that, and I don't like it. We don't have fun. But then she gets back with him, and then I need you to straighten your hair.
Oh, for his parents.
Right. So I was a little confused about it, but it was a good movie. So if you guys haven't watched it, make sure you go on Netflix. I'm going to count some Comcast, because...
You should.
I paid $300. I might as well just watch Netflix.
And I don't even watch
the
cable with you.
You don't.
I do. So but Netflix it is.
Yes, Netflix it is. So we got some very, very special guests coming up. We got our first guest is going to be Miss Danielle Townsend, the CEO of DMyelle Enterprise. So when we come back, you guys, she will hit the mic. Make sure you stay tuned.
Let's go.
If you really want to go, let me see just what you got for me. Put your hands so my eyes can see. On to the place to be.
What's up, everybody? You are tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. And we have our very, a very, very special guest with us. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, girl? What's your name?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Uh-huh.
Hey, my name is Danielle Townsend. I am the CEO of DMIL Enterprises, LLC.
Well, welcome to the Millen Twins Highlight Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. Make sure you download that program, okay? Keep on watching, keep on listening. All right, so Danielle has a lot going on. She's the DMIL. First of all, tell the listeners, what is DMIL Enterprise, the foundation? Tell everyone all about what you have going on.
Okay, so this is the deal. So the name DMIL, my name is Danielle. My beautiful 5.5-year-old daughter's name is Mael. So I was like, okay, if I come up with a business name, what am I going to come up with? So then we came up with DMIL. So D apostrophe Mael Enterprises, because I'm like, I don't want to limit myself to just one thing. So I'll say enterprises. I'm not going to say fundraising. I'm not going to say event planning. I'm going to say enterprises because I feel like we can do everything. So DMIL Enterprises is pretty much a business consulting business. So everything from event planning to logistical planning to if your office is a mess and you don't want to go through those files from 2006, we can take care of that too. And I also have created DMIL, the foundation, in order to just kind of have that non-for-profit side and make sure that everything is good to go. So that way, it's not always about the money. We need to have the non-for-profit so that way we can go after the grants and all that good stuff too.
Oh, that's awesome. So y'all do it all.
We try to.
You guys, we'll get to the contact information. So you have an event coming up, and I think that it is so necessary. So can you talk about your event?
Okay, so our premier event is going to be on Saturday, October 20th, and it is a health and wellness fair. So I turned 35.
God is good. We 35.
Y'all
what
just
that
got
mean?
to 35. I'm going to 36 in a few days.
That's a blessing.
It is, because we got two options: get older, get gone. So I'm gonna go with get older. But the thing was, when I turned 35, it seemed like my body just kind of started to react. Like bones was hurting, I didn't even realize we were around and stuff like that. So I was like, now that we're getting older, the stuff that we used to get away with, eating the McDonald's every day and just not exercising, we can't do that anymore. So within the African American community, there's such high rates of cancer and diabetes, high cholesterol, because we eat hog mogs and chicken throats all day. I know chicken throats is really not something.
Never heard of it.
But we're eating that. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to go to what's considered an underserved community. And that is the Inglewood community in Chicago. So I went to Inglewood and I partnered with the church, New Birth Church, where Bishop Willard Payton is amazing. And I said, what can we do? And I was like, I wanted to do this health fair for a really long time. So what I did was I took the different aspects of the sicknesses, the illnesses, or just the lack of knowledge that we have. So everything from the American Heart Association to local yoga people to workout groups to something as simple as teaching the kids to brush their teeth. That will be one of the activities because, dental is a part of health. Mental is a part of health. So I have a couple people coming to present for that. So just trying to take care of the whole individual, everything from emotionally to mentally to physically.
So it's for all ages.
It's all ages. Please bring the kids because we got all kind of fun stuff, face painters and all that fun stuff coming. So definitely all ages from 0 to 100. Plus.
So when is the date?
So it's going to be Saturday, October 20th. Okay. And it's from 12 noon until 4 p.m. 12 noon until 4 p.m. And we're going to be there from 12 noon until 4 p.m.
Okay. Is there a fee or registration fee?
No fee. So it's not about, for me, it's not about money. It's just about making sure that people have resources and that people can get the information and the contacts that they need. So there's going to be like free HIV screening, all of that stuff there. Some people just don't want to go to their doctors. They might be embarrassed. So come see me. You don't have to see me again after this. I just want you to have what you need. And there is no fee. Do me a favor. Go to Eventbrite and register because we want to make sure that we have enough snacks and all that good stuff because you might be there for a few hours. So go to Eventbrite, look up DMIL Health and Wellness Fair, and you can go there and register, or you can follow us on Facebook and register through our link there.
I love that because I believe that our community definitely needs that. And a lot of people don't like going to doctors, like you said, especially men.
Exactly.
You walking around with a broke foot, gout, and all of that. You're like, why are you limping? You know, and like, he had gout. What is going on? But it's great to know that, you know, besides going to the doctor, you also have a resource where you could just go in and kind of feel more comfortable, I guess, with your people or whoever you may know, a friend. And so people out there, you know, if you have a friend out there, you know, they need to be seen. You know, bring them to this event, okay?
You know, just be mindful, you know. But you said in regards to confidentiality, is there going to be rooms blocked off? You know, how?
Especially for the HIV screening.
Well, this is the thing. There will be, so a lot of times people don't want to have conversations in front of their kids. So it's almost going to be kind of like a daycare setup. So the kids will be in one area doing activities. As far as the parents, there will be a specific room for certain testings where you will have your confidentiality, or you could just, you know, sign up to go meet with that person at another time, those nurses and doctors at another time, in order to say, okay, I made the connection. Now somebody's going to hold me accountable to it because they're going to call me on Monday like, hey, your appointment is Tuesday at 3 p.m. So it's just, we want to get the resources out there more than anything, because sometimes people they just don't know. Something as simple as like hospital income. We have a couple insurance companies coming. Hospital income means that if I walk out of a door and I slam my finger in that door, the minute I walk in that emergency room, certain companies will pay me $250. Now that could be anything from my copay, or that could be my money that I missed because I couldn't go to work for those first 3 hours because I was bleeding. So little things like that. Information is powerful. And if you don't know, then we have to do better. So I just want the people to know.
So, you know, we're going to see dentists and doctors. Mm-hmm. Is there going to be a co-payment, or, you know, I just want to make sure I have to bring out my insurance card, be like $15. Wait, I got an appointment next week. I just want to come here, you know, early just to check.
No. Okay. So what I wanted to do was I specifically asked people, like, once these people make these connections with you, or once they come here for the services or the screenings, is there going to be a fee? And no, I have contracts with them, and I don't play about contracts. Millen twins, no. So I don't play about that. If we're bringing this to the community, this especially an underserved community, we need to make sure that things are up to par, because sometimes money is what keeps people away. We know plenty of people that don't have insurance, and that's why they haven't gotten the treatment that they needed. So I got my a little stick on their back, like, what? Let me up fine print. Nope, sorry, you guys can't be a vendor. And I literally have turned away people that were just there to get access and, you know, start calling people and harassing them every week. No, just like that.
I love that.
I love that. That's definitely taking care of the community. In regards to the kids, so they're going to learn how to brush their teeth.
Yeah, we're going to have little activities, just to everything from arts and crafts to working on a few different things. I don't want to say too soon, but it's also fall. So, you know, sometimes there's things that everybody can't get to the pumpkin patch. Every school doesn't do that, or everybody hasn't seen, you know, certain things. So we want to make sure that we're bringing it into the community. The church has been very gracious about giving me kind of like free reign over the parking lot and stuff like that. So the resources will be there, but we don't want your kids to be a distraction, nor do we want you to miss tables in order because you had to rush because the kids is like, Mommy, I want some fruit snacks. So I'll throw a little, you know, healthy stuff in the bag. The other part of that is I just want to make sure that people come out, and I want you to get as much information. So I'm doing raffles. So everything from Target gift cards to Whole Food gift cards to, you know.
Wait, did you say Target?
You are not eligible.
I can't be eligible. Ain't that
eligible?
Absolutely, you can.
Y'all made up a word. Eligible.
You know, okay,
just
go ahead.
Keep going. But no, seriously. So what I'm doing is every table that you visit and actually have a conversation. Don't just go and grab a business card and run away. Every table that you visit, you will get a raffle ticket. So the more vendors that you talk to, the more likely you are to be entered into these. Well, you will be entered regardless, but the likelihood of you winning, because you now have more entries. Because you talk to more people, you've gotten more information. So
is there any more resources you're looking for? You're like, I need to get these people in there. Is there anyone for the listeners who maybe, you know, wants to be a part or to help out? Is there anything you're looking for that you don't have, or you kind of got it together?
Well, actually, I mean, realistically, the bases are covered, but we'll never turn away, you know, help or people that want to volunteer. Or if you have a business, like we have a couple gyms coming and they're passing out a free, you know, week membership to certain people, because sometimes you just need a little push, you know, from a stranger. Your family can tell you to eat right all the time. But if a stranger says, you know what, come on, I think I can help you, and grab you by the hand and walk you to their facility, then you'll be good. So at this point, I'm totally open. If you have a suggestion, if you have something that you can offer, email me at info@dmyelle.com. That's info@dmyelle.com. And then we can definitely try to fit you in. If not for this event, maybe we can do something in the future, for a school, or, this is the beginning. This isn't the end all be all event. This is the beginning of something major that we're going to do for health and wellness.
So for my people out there who's always looking for volunteering, options and hours, here's the time for you to do that. Don't wait till the end of the year saying I need 30,000 hours. Wait, here's time,
especially for those high schoolers.
For. I mean, we have everything from a setup to cleanups to just making sure that all the vendors are well. I do have a few volunteers, but I'm always open to people having new experiences and just kind of connecting with people. It's not about competition. It's not about anything like that. There's going to be companies that sell the same products, but what works for company A might not work for company B for you. So we want to give you the option to look into any of those. So definitely come out, say, hey, just come out, have some banana bites and water with me. I'm going to get the snacks.
Some crab legs?
No crab legs.
Okay.
So do you have a fitness trainer that's going to be there?
We have a couple.
So we
have a male and a female, because sometimes
is he single? Because Caree's looking for Millen Twin 2 is looking for.
Well, we'll have him
check his.
He has to be over 5'4" though.
What's the height requirement? 6 foot?
He can't be my son height now. I gotta at least be able to look you in your eye or look up.
And she's 5'2".
I'm 5'2".
We'll talk offline about
we'll talk about
eligible
that.
bachelors. So the next thing is going to be a Millen Twin
don't set me up. Millen Twin 2. Okay, so you guys, we got to make sure you tune in to the DMyelle.
There you go.
Tune in. I'm speaking into existence, So her event is October 21st.
October 20th.
20th.
Yeah, don't let Crystal. Let her tell it.
The event is Saturday, October 20th. It is from 12 noon until 4 p.m. It's at New Birth Church. The address is 1500 West 69th Street. That's 69th and Laughlin. You will see the church on the corner, but there's a parking lot in the middle of the block. If you get there, you got street parking, you got parking lot parking. We're going to make it work. So don't feel like you have to be there at 12 o'clock. All the services are going to be offered from 12 until 4. Because I know it's Saturday. People have stuff to do. So we wanted to make sure that you had a decent amount of time to get there. So 12 o'clock noon until 4 p.m. at 1500 West 69th Street. Thanks again to Bishop Willard Payton for letting us use his facility.
And you said that's Inglewood.
That's Inglewood.
Is there security to walk into the door?
Oh, let me tell you. Y'all know I'm real.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure,
Inglewood, that was not a shout out.
It wasn't. It's a joke.
She's just joking.
I'm from
I'm in Inglewood all the time.
But seriously. The other part about this is to create a partnership with the Inglewood community.
Definitely. I love Inglewood.
It
was a joke.
I have a good friend from Inglewood.
Yeah, we got plenty of friends from Inglewood.
Tell them to meet you in Hyde Park all the time.
I just tell them. Y'all are hilarious.
It's okay.
But anywho, but seriously, we have a partnership with Chicago Police Department in order to make sure, number one, that the area is surveilled, because we don't want people to feel unsafe. So if safety is your concern, you can throw that one out the window, and I will see you on Saturday, October 20th, because we have a partnership not only with the local police department, we also have a partnership with the local politicians. So this might be your time if you feel like, they didn't sweep your street enough. Come on and holler, because some of your politicians will be there as well.
Okay. I love that. So that sounds exciting. We're definitely going to be there. The Millen Twins will be in the building.
And let me say this, Inglewood has been doing awesome with the community work.
They have.
They have been doing awesome jobs. So I commend, Inglewood.
They're stepping up.
More communities need to be like that.
You're right, because it's not just the Inglewood area that's having issues. It's the whole city of
Definitely
Chicago.
Not. Like I was just at a basketball tournament not too long ago, and it was like 100. 200, yeah.
200.
That's
like a preschool teacher. Math. That's what they say.
Yeah, 20,000 people out there supporting. They were all from Inglewood. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. And it was peaceful, no fights. Everybody was just laughing, talking. They doing their game. They had a little, bad talking with the basketball game. But that's how basketball go. But other than that, everybody had a good time. The kids had a good time, signed an autograph and all that. So it's fun. So come on, go shout out to Inglewood.
So we're proud of you.
Thank you.
Go ahead. You was about to say something.
So, the one thing that I absolutely love about Inglewood is its generations. So you might have 3 or 4 generations within a house. And that's the one thing that I want it to be, a family-centered event. You know, don't just like leave grandma in the house because she cooking greens, tell her to turn the crock pot on, and y'all all come on over and just, you know, just have a good day, because it's a lot of times it's something that we don't necessarily want to talk about, or we don't talk about until it's too late, you know, until you got the cancer diagnosis, or until you know, your blood pressure is 1,000 over, 900. So let's do this now. Let's get things taken care of now. Let's make these connections. Let's come fellowship with your neighbors. It's not just going to be Inglewood residents there. I've been pubbing this. When I say everywhere, it's floating on 37 websites right now. So I don't know who's there, but one thing I will say, please go to Eventbrite and get your tickets as soon as possible, because of course we have to have a cutoff for capacity reasons. So still come. We won't turn you away. Believe you me, I'm gonna make it happen. But at the same time, make sure that you get your name in, so that way if there's certain things that you want to do, I can make sure you're in line. And if it's a communication thing where we need to go back and forth, and I say, hey, come at 12:15, come at 12:30, we can do that. So that way it's done in order as well.
And make sure you share.
Absolutely.
Share always.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about your foundation. Do you have anything coming up with that?
The foundation is my baby, and we haven't put it on cereal yet. It's still on milk. But we are a nonprofit. We are working on the 501c3 certification. And anybody that knows the IRS knows this is not a quick process. So right now the foundation is there. It's something that we are starting to do fundraisers under, but at the same time, we are pubbing DMIL Enterprises in order to, because that's going to be what puts on all the events, until we get to the point that it's like, you know what, now we can run this non-for-profit for real. And then DMIL Enterprises will strictly just be my business, but my baby will really be the foundation.
That's amazing. So how is it as an entrepreneur? How has it
hard
been? Tell us more. Why do you think it's hard?
Well, the one thing that I will say is it's hard, but it's very rewarding, because if something isn't done, I know it's because Danielle didn't do it. It's not a situation where you're busting your butt for an organization and then you have one bad day and then they're like, well, we got to lay you off. So for me, it's completely rewarding, because number one, you get to see all your hard work put into action. And then I can't wait till October 20th. Like, my sleep is already jacked up because I wake up in the middle of the night like, oh my God, I got to do this. Oh my God, I got to do that. But at the same time, when your heart is pure and when you have a heart for the people and you're doing things in order and not just sporadically, you have the opportunity to make a difference. Everybody can't be, on TV all day long. Everybody can't run for a political office, but I can go into this community and try to get 200 people in this room to give them some resources that they might have been running from for the last 5 years or whatever. So it's hard, but it's worth it. And anything worth having is worth fighting and sacrificing for.
So do you feel like this is your purpose in life, of one of your purposes?
I've been fighting with what's my purpose, like literally, but I've worked for State Farm, and working in insurance, you see so many different things. I have about 17 years, at State Farm.
Don't tell your age.
She did already.
Oh, you did already.
My birthday is Thursday. My cash app.
Just know we ain't asking. We ain't asked her age.
It's okay.
She said it herself.
Options. So for me, I've seen so many things, whether it was positive or negative. One of the jobs I held at State Farm was with the Philanthropic Public Affairs Department. So I was able to see so many small organizations go out and make a difference with just 5 or 6 people volunteering, and now they've touched 1,000. So having that background, as well as working in corporate event planning, as well as every day I'm selling insurance, and I can easily get a claim that says my 32-year-old son just got killed, so we need to put his life insurance. All of that starts to play on you, and you start to figure out, what am I supposed to do in this world to help people? So for me, it's going to be a series of events, but I felt like health was the first one, because that's some of the things that we can control. You can't control what's in your bloodline, but you can control what you eat. You can control, your sleep patterns. You can't control your stress levels. So all of that is, kind of coming. We even got somebody doing an anxiety test. A lot of us suffer from anxiety and we really don't know it. So it's like you sit at your desk and you think it's that Mountain Dew that you drank 5 hours ago. No, you're stressing and you have anxiety. So at that point, it's like, okay, what are the symptoms? What are the signs? So just getting a complete overview of your person. Once you know, it's up to you to fix it, but at least you know.
Definitely. So I have a serious question.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm pre-diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
So that day, you said October 20th, and it starts when?
It's at 12 noon.
Okay, so at 12 noon, I usually eat very well. So I'm going to probably eat like, 2 bowls of pasta, because that's my weakness, right? They put me on a special diet. So probably like 2 bowls of pasta, some bread with butter. Oh God, do it because I'm tasting it right now. So someone would be there to take my sugar and get my sugar down, right?
First of all,
I'm planning. I'm strategic. I have to make sure that's the day I can cheat and make sure. That somebody will be there just in case.
You're not cheating. You have completely just
have a peppermint there for me.
You ain't getting no sugar.
You don't need nothing.
I'm gonna have a water hole.
I gotta wash it out. I gotta have one day because it's hard.
We will also have a pastor there praying for your spirit.
I'm in here. He gonna have to rebuke the bread out of my system.
I get it though.
It's hard.
I get it.
Coming from eating bread every day to only could eat 1 slice a week.
That's okay.
That's the devil. You know what I'm saying? Like these sicknesses that the community.
Do you blame the devil for your eating habits?
I blame them because it's hard.
Some things that we blame on the devil are really our personal decisions.
Well, devil, get out of me. We're gonna really pray.
Is this really?
Millen Twin too is setting herself up.
But I'm not perfect.
But you know what? God is working on you. So we thank you so very much for being here, driving all the way to LA. We thank you for coming out here.
Stop at the rest stop.
Yes, God is good. So we want you to tell everybody how they can reach you, how they can find you.
Yes.
First, before I do that, let me just say, Millen Twin 1 and 2, Crystal and Carice have definitely been a driving force behind this. For those of you that don't know, I also serve on an organization with them. And I want to say publicly thank you for y'all having y'all foot on my neck and pushing me because I've been in the background for so long. It's hard to be in the front, but it's worth it. And I thank you both for pushing me. So with that being said, in order to reach DMayo Enterprises, number one, you can go follow us on Facebook and any social media, everything from Twitter to Instagram. It's DMyelle, DMyelle Enterprises, LLC. You can call us 312-838-0688. That's my business cell. I'm single. But
Lord, did you just tell them it's a business, but I'm single.
Not ready to mingle.
Look, I'm gonna put on my dating channel, y'all.
Please,
get ready.
I will decline invites.
We TV, I'm coming.
But seriously, the info for the email address is info@dmyelle.com. Again, the phone number is 312-838-0688, and the email is info@dmyelle.com.
And they can get their tickets
at Eventbrite. Go on eventbrite.com, www.eventbrite.com, or the app, and you're going to look up DMyelle Enterprises, or you can just look up DMyelle, and literally that's my only event on there right now, so you'll see it and you can register there. I look forward to seeing everybody. I'm so excited.
Yes, we're so excited. We can't wait, and we're going to get our tickets today. So before you leave, make sure we get it, okay? And we're going to bring some people with us because a lot of people need it.
So you make sure you have a safe flight back to Chicago.
My ferry will pick me up in 3 minutes.
Yes, we have an Uber for you.
And then I will get on the boat.
Uber X.
And then I'll get on my plane.
Okay, we got you. Let us know when you land safely. Yes. So when we come back, we have another special guest. You guys make sure you keep tuning in to the Millen Twins Highlight Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com.
Let me see just what you got for me. Oh, your hands in my eyes can see. Place to be. Let me see just put all your hands in my eyes. Walk wild to the place to be. If you really want to, let me see just what you got. Oh, your hands, my eyes can see. To the face to me.
Townsend, but guess what? We have another special guest in the building. We always have special guests.
All my guests are special. Yes, they flew all the way to LA to be with us on tonight. God is good. Yes, they did.
But we have a special guest, Miss Ebony Scott. Y'all, give it up.
Give it up. Woo! You hear our live audience?
Yeah, we got it. How you doing, girl?
You're so beautiful. We weren't ready.
Yeah,
we should have put on our good dress and our red bottoms and stuff like that. So how are you doing? I clutch your pearls, So we thank you for being here with us. We know you are super busy. Super busy.
Super busy. Miss Entrepreneur. She almost got 7 sources of income.
Girl, ain't got good. I'm trying to be like you.
I'm trying to be a dependent, so when your taxes come, you can file me, just give me half of it. Okay?
Just give us half.
Yes, we're gonna take a trip.
So she is the CEO. You know what? I'm gonna let you say it. Go ahead.
A lot.
Nothing's cooler than like having that theme song. So can I be like, Ebony?
She ain't gonna steal our radio show. She got to go.
Look,
Bye.
Ebony.
No, I'm joking.
I love it.
So Ebony is the CEO of My Nurse Design.
Let her tell it all.
Incorporated.
Oh.
Yes.
So tell everybody, what's that about?
It's all fun. It's all sporty. It's all cute nursing clothing, and we just have a lot of fun with that. So we have pieces on our website, www.mynursedesign.com. It's actually going to be 1 year old on October 1st.
Wow, congratulations, girl.
I love it.
My baby's turning 1.
Wow, that's amazing. But a lot of people don't know she's a nurse. You guys didn't know that. How long have you been a nurse, Ebony? You want to tell the people?
I have been a nurse for 18 years.
18 years.
So
if
she's
you didn't know
an expert,
either, and we went to high school together. If you didn't know that, CVS in the building. CVS. Woo, woo. So where did you come? Where did My Nurse come from? What made you want to do it? Bring up the clothing design. Where did it come from?
The weird thing is I've been a nurse that long and never thought that nurses should have clothing outside of their scrubs. So I've worn scrubs, all kind of scrubs, Dickies scrubs, Grey's Anatomy scrubs, Walmart scrubs. I wear all the scrubs. So I started a CNA school, and I was just thinking, after we had this really big gala, we do a fundraiser every year. One day I woke up and it was like, My Nurse, that's your clothing line. And I went down into the lab. That's my basement.
Come on, she does have a lab.
Has a whole
I
lab.
went down to the lab and I started just ordering things and grabbing ideas. And I started working with a graphic designer, and things just started to come together. And it was so cute. And it was like, who says nurses can't be cute when you're off work?
Mm-hmm.
To the grocery store, to the laundromat, whatever you're doing, working out.
On your date.
On your date.
We're going to get Millen Twin to a date on tonight.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ebony, Ebony. I see everybody gonna be on my dating show. Look,
you know what?
Come on, speaking into existence. We're gonna have a dating show. Ebony, Danielle. I already got my first client.
You know what? So can we get back to Ebony?
Sorry,
Thank
Ebony,
you.
go ahead.
Bring it back. Bring it back, Millen Twin
back.
too. Millen Twin too. Mom, if you listen, that's your youngest daughter.
It
The
is.
twin,
She
the
want
baby.
more grandkids.
You know
God
what?
bless her soul.
We're doing too much. Anyway,
Go
so you have the jerseys, you have workout gear.
Yes.
Do you have scrubs that say My Nurse, or there's like you got away from the scrubs?
It's like no scrubs. No, I don't want no scrubs.
A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
Hey.
That's just like that short guy
You know what?
that I want to.
We gonna have a
God
focus
forgive
on
me.
tonight.
Okay, but go ahead. Let's keep going.
We're gonna will it back on in.
Yes. So no scrubs as of yet. Who knows?
And so Ebony has something coming up. Actually, to premiere the gear.
Yes.
You want to talk about it?
We have a huge fashion show coming up on October the 13th, and it's called No Scrubs.
I don't want no
Look,
scrubs.
see?
The scrub.
See?
Okay, sorry,
See?
we're back.
Look,
We're back.
look.
I mean,
Well, I
hey,
can't
that was a
hear.
song TLC,
It
baby.
was, though, yes.
All the men hated us back then. They like, oh, they singing this again? This is the anthem.
Don't
for
sit
the
on
month.
the passenger seat, and I won't call you a scrub. Okay, and they be the main ones trying to holler. Hey, so what are you driving?
Right.
You know,
Hey, I'm trying to get your attention. Why are you in the
jobs
passenger
right
seat?
now.
In between. What does that mean? In between.
They don't have a job.
They ain't got no job. All right, we're gonna go back.
We're gonna pray for 'em,
we're gonna pray for them. If you need a date, Millen Twin 2 is looking for a date.
Not
okay,
that
we
type
back.
of date. Okay,
So we have the
to
fashion show
night.
coming back up. Okay.
So the fashion show is going to be huge. Myself and Black Cross actually will be debuting his line of clothing. So we have Black Cross clothing, that'll be Nurse Madi, and you have My Nurse Design, of course, that's me. And then we have New Nurse University, who's also going to put her brand on the runway. She has this amazing concept behind her business where she helps nurses through the NCLEX. But the big thing is that we have up and coming like artists that are going to be performing. I'm more excited about putting these guys on the platform than anything. Like my brand gets to hit Chicago. Everybody gets to know like this is what I love. This is what I do. But we got Jenny Fair flying in from New York.
Wow.
New York in the building.
New York is going to be in the building.
We got Kale Noel coming in from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
He is originally from Milwaukee. And then we also have KC flying in from LA. So we got quite
This gonna be a big
stuff.
show. This gonna be a big show.
You know,
So
Ebony do it big.
she does it big. You know, I want to be like you when I grow
I
up.
know. You know, that's all I need. She's doing amazing. But I love the fact how you all are collaborating with each other, the different nurse brands.
Yes.
So how did that come about? Did you know them already, or you reached out to some? Like, how did you all start collaborating with the fashion show?
So we have been talking about it. We thinking about trying to get our brands out there. Of course, we're on social media. Of course, we're networking. We flew to Miami and I participated in a show in Miami. Nurse Jean has she has a scrub line out there, Scrub Addicts. Big ups to Nurse Jean in Miami, Scrub Addicts.
Big up,
You,
big
girl.
ups. We didn't get that invite to Miami. We're going to talk about it after this show. Okay, back.
She told us about it.
Oh,
That
she
was
did.
nice.
I know it was. It was a fashion show.
It was a fashion show for nurses. I was on the runway with Scrub Addicts and Curvy Nurse. So big ups to Curvy Nurse out there.
Go
Curvy Nurse.
Was it outside? Was it
It was
inside?
inside, a very nice hotel. There was a nice crowd. I mean, the MCs, everything was nice. The music was nice. It was awesome. So with us, trying to put something together, we came back home and we're like, we got to make sure that we move forward with our ideas. Get the fashion show going. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month starting October 1st. We got 2 really, really cool people that are going to be there that we're going to be honoring and celebrating, the life and bringing awareness to breast cancer. We have a young lady by the name of April who actually lost her mom as she was going through that time period. And then another young lady named Jamea, her mom is still here with her. However, it's just as detrimental, the process that they have to go through. So I look to highlight people in healthcare just to make sure that, the clothes are nice and everything is good, but, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have people that, are being affected by this.
Definitely.
One of our artists, I believe.
So how can people get tickets to your event?
We're on Eventbrite, of course. No Scrubs with a Z. Night of Fashion. That's NITE. So if you go on Eventbrite and look up No Scrubs Night of Fashion, of course, with a Z and NITE, you can grab your tickets. We have $15 general admission, $30 VIP. VIP is the way you want to be.
Where you want to be?
And
It's
of
about
course,
the freestyle,
it's
but we got to
$20
practice
at
our
the door.
freestyles. So we'll get back to it later.
So $20 at the door. We'll have a photographer, video, our sweets table. We're trying to get everything together. Our performers, I'm excited about seeing what they are going to do here in our city. Just looking for everybody to come out and support them. It's going to be great.
I'm excited.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. So make sure you get your tickets. Get your schedule. Get your calendar. Book up your calendar. Don't stay in the house.
And guess what? The Millen twins gonna be running.
We're gonna be walking
runway.
the runway. Y'all know we gotta
Y'all know
do
we
our
love the models.
thing. We gotta do our
They know
thing.
that. So y'all definitely gotta come. But Ebony, you have some more things going on. You have your school.
You just opened up your school. She
This
has a
girl
nurse,
have
a
her
CNA school.
I was thinking about opening up a school.
What was you gonna call it?
Dating
You know what?
101. I was thinking about it, because God put that on my heart.
Did he?
I think, we need some classes for some people.
You know what?
I'm serious.
How that is a great question. How would you enroll?
Connecting with Will Smith and Tyler Perry and Denzel and Idris. Bringing them on board because I think they'll feel my pain.
You think so?
Because they're not perfect men, but they're fine.
You know what?
And they'll add a little icing to the cake, but at the same time, they're able to teach our young men that it ain't the
same.
Taking me on the bus is not the way to go. If you want to strive for greatness.
If you got to
rent a car.
If you got to rent a car.
Come on.
But you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
You do, and I'm not
circumstances.
But sometimes when you do lower your standards, your standards it goes all the way down. I need you to treat me like if you can't treat me like a queen, at least treat me like a princess.
I promise we're worth
I'm
it.
just saying, we are worth it. Like, come on.
We get back to Ebony school.
Okay. But I wanted to put that out into existence.
If
Dating 101, that's coming.
It's
2019.
Coming.
Okay, let's talk about your school. Like-minded people. She got a school. I'm about to get to school. Let's go. Okay, come on, Ebony. Tell us about your school.
Cool. As a matter of fact, there's no men.
You know what? You might have some students though. I don't know if any men will show up at her school.
She ain't got no men. I was gonna come volunteer, but I guess
you're not going now.
I tried to be a nurse in college, and I kept failing chemistry. So ain't no sense of me going to the school to volunteer. I help you clean up after the class, but other than that,
you need a water.
It's like a foreign language to me.
It is a foreign language. I couldn't get it either.
Like, did he just say something in English, or
he was just like, maybe you should go to the tutoring. We were like, okay. We get to the tutoring. We was like, no, this ain't it.
Science, math.
We're just going to the education field.
You guys are working it out though.
No, we tried.
Philanthropist.
It's only because of God.
Like, we try.
Okay, so tell us about your school. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the CNA school, certified nurses, assistants, I teach, and I have a couple wonderful people that kind of back up and support me. We got Crystal and my friend Danielle that I work with that help try to, keep me in motion, moving forward. I worked on this school. 2015, I started. I got certified. State of Illinois, of course, they broke the bank.
Wow.
The application was about 100 pages long. But guess what? I kept going. I got approved this year in March.
Wow.
My first cohort was amazing. They have my cell. They call me all the time. I just really want to be able to give back to the community, especially since we take care of the elderly population and seeing how healthcare is changing and where we need to be. Just kind of drive compassion back to the forefront, because that's what I feel like is missing. We push people through school, but we don't make sure that they get the compassion training that they need. We're taking care of the elderly and we're missing, that relationship, being gentle, being kind, forming a relationship, touching them, brushing their hair, and not just going in with one thing, getting off work 8 hours later. So it's very near and dear, so much so I started a clothing line because I'm like nurse crazy.
Yeah, I see. But you know what? When you said that, it definitely hit a soft spot, because we had our grandmother who we had to put in a nursing home. Mm-hmm. And of course, after work, we run in and I'm like, why isn't her hair combed? Why is she still laying in the bed? Mm-hmm. If the goal for you, if you're telling me we need to get her to walk, but then every time I'm coming, she's laying in the bed, what are you really doing it? Or is this the way to sell it so that we can keep giving you our money? So I'm grateful for you doing that and showing the nurturing part of nursing. It's not just for the check. It's no, you really care about these people. So I definitely appreciate, kudos to you. I appreciate that.
We need more people like her.
We definitely do.
Because it's like that. It's a stereotype out there, or like, how rumors or whatever the case may be. They say don't do nursing homes because they all bad and they do, they treat her wrong and this and that. Because my mom would tell me every day, if y'all put me on in the nursing home, I'm just saying. I'm like, Mom, we would never ever. Exactly. So I love that. Love the fact that you are teaching other people, nurses, and
to care. So how can they apply for your school? What do they need to do?
You can go to www.ssccareers.org, or you can call us. Our number is 602-284-4495. We're located 3328 West 159th Street. That's in Markham, Illinois, guys. You can catch us there. We're on Facebook, Scott School of Careers. We're on Instagram at Scott School Careers. So our classes start next week on Wednesday. We got cohort number 2, they're ready. They coming in blazing. They have their books. I'm ready to teach, ready to get them out there and just be able to instill those values into our new students.
I love that. I have a question though. No. So, nursing is still deep down inside a passion of mine. Is there a way I could get past the science and math classes? Can I be a nurse without that?
Well, nursing is a science.
It is. But can it, I don't think so. Because I know how to take care, just show me. I'm a visual person. Once you show me how to do stuff, I can do it.
But you need the science is the foundation. Though.
It is, but can it be the foundation, without the books?
Kids, make sure you stay in school.
Understanding the anatomy and the physiology of the body is going to be important.
That's true. I could tell you if you got a bruise on your arm or, beep, his nose is bleeding.
We're going to keep you as a teacher. Stay in the education
real
field.
Good. I'm just saying because,
no, you good.
Okay, I guess not. But God got me where I'm supposed to be, right?
Exactly.
You're right,
exactly.
For what we need more people like Ebony. We definitely need more people. Like, we became close, last year? Last year. Even though we've known each other for 20 years.
Forever.
We have
how you be in high school, you got some people, you just be like, hey, but you really don't talk. And then if reunions, you be like, hey, and I be like, hey, we ain't talking. Why you talking to me now? But okay.
Yes. But
I was so rough in high school. You did not want to be my friend.
But you were in the nurse, and that's one thing I give for CVS. You was a nurse, a CNA in high school, right?
16 years old.
Yeah, at 16 years old, and they offered that program. We was in HOAP. What that stand for?
Occupational therapy.
We were in occupational therapy.
But we're not in that field.
Yeah, that was that science. We were just saying it because you get to leave school early, but it's okay. It was a blessing to do it. Robert Morris College, kudos to you. Right. But you are doing an amazing job. I want to say that we are super duper proud of you. Definitely to see so many young people doing so many great things, but doing it for the purpose and not for a show.
Yes.
So, and I believe that you keep elevating because you're doing it with the purpose and you allow God to lead you. So we appreciate you. We say thank you. If they don't say thank you, we thank you. And we love you so very much. So again, how can they get to the tickets for the show, the fashion show?
So, No Scrubs with a Z, Night of Fashion. You guys, you want to be out there. We're going to be at the Holiday Inn in Matson. That's 500 Holiday Plaza Drive. You go on Eventbrite. You can look us up, No Scrubs Night of Fashion. On Facebook, there'll be No Scrubs Night of Fashion again. Instagram, No Scrubs Night of Fashion. Of course, the school, you want to enroll, you want to become a CNA. Don't become a good CNA. I'm teaching you how to be a great CNA at Scott School of Career. So www.ssccareers.org. And of course, My Nurse Design. Who says nurses can't be cute?
Who says nurses can't be cute? I ain't a nurse, but I'll be wearing my jacket.
I really do. But let me tell you, Ebony is actually one of the businesses that we're partnering up with our toy drive that we have coming up. We have a 2-part toy drive coming up. Also, Danielle, she's also partnering up with us. And the first part will be November 24th. At the Martini Linger. We're having a party. And in order to get in, you have to bring a toy.
Bring a toy.
You have to bring a toy. We're trying to get 500 to 600 toys and to deliver to, children who don't have a Christmas or experience Christmas.
And we're also accepting nominations. Nominations are coming in. People are sending us their stories and we're sharing it with all the businesses. And it doesn't matter what your economic status is. You don't have to be homeless. You don't have to be making anything. There are people who are making good money and still who are struggling, So if you want to nominate anyone, whoever it may be, make sure you guys tag their names, send us their names. We want to be a blessing to everyone that we can touch.
And our second toy drive
is a basketball tournament. You guys know we love basketball. We did play basketball in high school. If you didn't know, we were Hoop Squad. I was the 3-pointer, but we can go talk about that later. But anyway, so we have a tournament. It's a 3-on-3 tournament. The cash prize is $500. It will be coming out of Jasmine. She Jazzology wallet. She doesn't know yet, but we're going to send her that email. So the $500 cash is a 3-on-3, but the entry fee also is a toy. If you want your team to play, it's a toy per person. There is no fee to get to play or a fee to get in. All we want you guys to do is bring a toy. Think about the babies who are lacking. Think about the babies who lost their parent this year. Think about the babies who are living with their grandparents and who are doing all that they can, but they are struggling. So you guys come on out. Make sure you guys share the flyers that we put out, the businesses. We're doing all that we can do, because if we don't get it, we're going to make sure it gets done.
Exactly. And the basketball tournament will be at Russell Square, December 8th from 12 to 4. So make sure you all, come and support us. And we just thank Ebony for partnering up with us as well, because we believe that Chicago needs to unite. We need to collaborate and bring, unity to the community. Yes. We got a video called UNITY. Thanks, Queen Latifah, for the song.
Yes.
We stole it for quite, some time, but it's okay. We need to connect and we need to collaborate and bring goodness to the community.
We do.
We need to make it contagious. No more competition.
We always have that conversation. It's okay for everyone to work together. It doesn't matter if it's 10 women, 12. It's enough money out there. But the thing is, we're not doing it for the money. We're literally doing it to give back. We love to do the gift of help. There's always someone who's doing something. And I have learned last year that the strong needs help too. So sometimes you look strong on the outside because we're taught. We were raised by a lot of women. We were taught to how to be strong and how to show yourself strong. But then you're going home and then you're crying and then you're weak. And people don't realize that stress is a silent killer. We don't understand. Some people are dying like, I don't know what happened. It's because of stress. So we have to make sure that we are on point with each other. We have to make sure that we uplift each other no matter what the situation may be. You don't know what people are going through. So, and also remember, thoughts become things. So if it's something you want to do and you can't figure it out, think about it. Write it down. Take your time. Meditate. Sometimes you have to meditate and isolate yourself from the social media for a minute so you can figure it out. I'm not going to preach on tonight because my offering basket is not here. But thoughts become things.
Because I missed Bible class again. So I was ready for the word. Turn your Bibles to Genesis 1:1.
What does it say?
In the beginning.
She knows that.
God.
What did he create?
Created. Man, and I'm still looking.
You know what?
If you can find him, thou Savior. I've been praying and fasting on this. God said, hey, closed mouths don't get fed.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
And I'm not sure that I'm desperate, but I need the right man.
The right one.
Hey, come on.
Low thoughts.
I need the right man to come about. Don't step up to me. And you shorter than my son.
You know what?
I'm just, God
so
said,
we don't think, Ebony.
Let me tell you this. God said, be specific.
Be specific.
Be specific.
Specific.
You're right.
6'2".
Be specific. 6'2".
200 pounds.
Let me look up and let my neck hurt.
You know what
I'm saying? But God created some great men out there.
So we want to thank Ebony for coming out to LA. We thank you for flying out here. We appreciate you. We love you. We're gonna be at the event.
Thank you guys so much for even being a part of the event. I cannot wait to see Crystal and Carice hit the runway. Crystal and Carice hit the runway.
Hold on.
We're going to be there, y'all. So make sure y'all be there, okay? Thank you all so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks to Danielle. Thanks to Ebony, my nurse. You all are amazing. And thank you all to our audience. Thank you for tuning in with us every Friday at 8 o'clock on the
Millen Twins Highlights Movement Show on IntellectualRadio.com. Make sure you tune in next Friday. We got some more special guests. Same time.
At 8 o'clock.
Same place.
All right.
In LA.
Have a safe weekend.
8 o'clock.
We love y'all.
Thoughts become things.
Peace.